We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Some room to work. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Clark. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 40 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On first down, it's Clark. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Clark. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. A quick toss out right. Touchdown! From 17 yards out. And the Niners are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Ready? Come on, boys. 70.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass going to turn into a loss. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Johnson to return it. We'll call that a 49-yard punt. Turn of just 2. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Off the play fake, Bishop. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Up the middle they go. Clark. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off play action. Bishop. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to get the football as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here we go. Stretch the eagle.
After 1-7-0, RDA Sports.
We can do this, offense.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion. To throw on 2nd down. Harrington. And he's got his big tight end here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Cunningham. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They'll send a receiver in motion left. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Let's go, baby! Focus, boys! Focus! It's going to be a good day, boys! Put them in their place! Come on! Come on, baby!
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 5. The slot man in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd down, it's Cunningham, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Cunningham. And off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Bucs are an extra point away from drawing level.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but takes it all the way into the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Slot man moves right. They'll run on first down. It's Cunningham. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down now, it's Cunningham, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's third and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They'll come up now, third and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On third down, Cunningham. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. This one from 46 yards out. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he was available, and they let him go. And now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
Looking to throw on second down. Bishop. He finds his man, complete. That's Clark. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
2. This is Reese on the ground. And he is going to have a Niners first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Hey, check that. Three. Yep.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
On 1st and 10, Bishop. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Off the play fake. Harrington going deep here for Watkins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deommodore Lenoir. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point. This 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Clark. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
On first down, it's Clark. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line and linebacker. Second level in the secondary, the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Up the middle they go. Clark. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bishop. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Well, he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Are you kidding me?
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Give them the completion, no gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Get after him, Let's get the points on the board. Let's spread the ball around this drive. They can't stop us.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It's taken to the 26. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
Ready, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Clark trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up the key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Off play action. Bishop. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, it's Clark. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st.
104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They go to Johnson again. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Well, they had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, it's Clark. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And his kick is indeed good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, some field goals are bigger than others, and that one makes this a 2-score game.
And with the way their defense has played all game long, that's kind of a love letter to them because that might very well be all the points they need.
Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone, powering his way forward. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This is 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
Off the play fake. Harrington. He's going to let it fly.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here comes 2nd down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so they can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. try and run for it. And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Come on.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always a special one. And, Love, I know you do.